also discuss in plants, like this was in case of animals. We should also know how transportation takes place in case of plants. In plants, transportation takes place in two ways. First one is transportation of water, and then transport of food. Transport of food is called translocation. You can remember this, translocation. Transport of food is called translocation. That's it. In transport of, now we will discuss transport of water. They have roots, they have stem, and they have leaves. All these, their cells are connected there. Their cells are connected in order to form water conducting channel through which it is absorbed. Like if you want to remember what xylem is consist of, then you can say xylem consists of xylem tissues, vessels, and tracheates, which help in absorbing water. Actually, the absorption of water takes place due to two different processes. First one is due to the generation of root pressure, and we'll discuss that, and second one is transpiration pull. Root pressure, actually it is also divided into two. First one is active absorption, and second one is passive movement or passive absorption. In active absorption, what root actually does is, when their root cells are in contact with the soil, they actively absorb what? They actively absorb ions from the soil. So active absorption means they use energy for that. They use energy, so it costs them energy. So as the ions are absorbed by the soil, by the root, sorry, so the water which is present in the soil, it also moves along with the ions, because osmotic gradient is being created between soil and the root. So water also follows, due to which that flow of water along with the ions, is called passive movement. Okay, so first one is this we call root pressure, and the second one is transpiration pull. You know, the plants have stomata. You know, they have stomata at the back of the leaf. These are the pores through which it exchange gases, and all these gases exchange takes place through them. So through that pore also water is lost. You know, during the daytime, when it is open, generally they are closed, but if they are open, a lot of water is lost through them. So when the water in the upper surface is lost, so it creates a kind of pull. It pulls the water column upward, so water again moves forward. Along with the water, minerals and ions are also absorbed. So that pressure which was caused due to the loss of water in the upper column, due to in the form of water vapor, like it evaporates, then because of which this pull is called transpiration pull, because the process of loss of water as a water vapor is called transpiration. Okay, this word is taken from transpiration, that you can remember. Transpiration is loss of water as vapor. Okay, so we have already transported the water. Now what we have is transport of food. How the transport of food actually takes place in plants. I told you the transport of food is called translocation. So they have phloem for serving that purpose. They have phloem for the transport of food. A phloem consists of seed tubes and companion cells. Like in case of xylem, we have xylem vessels, and we have tracheates, and we have tissue. In this case, we have seed tubes and companion cells. They utilize energy, which means it is an active process in which ATP, energy is in the body, is in the form of ATP. I have written here the full form, adenosine triphosphate. And food is generally, it is stored in roots or stem. You should know this, that food is prepared in leaves, okay, because they have chlorophyll in them, which helps in trapping the sunlight. So after that process, it is stored in roots or stem generally. So whenever it is needed, like in some drastic condition, when it is needed, it is absorbed. Generally, if the food is formed in the leaf, then it is transported in both upper part as well as to the lower part of the plant. So This process takes place with the help of osmotic gradient, that osmotic pressure which is generated, like everything moves from high pressure to low pressure when we talk of even leaves to roots or leaves to upper stem or something. So this is how transportation takes place in plants. Now the last and most important process is excretion. You know, excretion is the process, like we have taken the food with the, like we did nutrition, taking of the food, then we did respiration, breaking down of that food with the help of oxygen, then we did what, transportation, then that broken food is then transported to all body parts, then we did, now last one is excretion. The thing which waste which was produced, metabolic waste or anything which is harmful is present in the body, is removed with the help of the process called excretion. Removal of the metabolic waste in unicellular organism, it's not so important process, because it generally loses toxic substance with the help of diffusion through the body surface. But in case of human beings, we have proper excretory system for it, which consists of a pair of kidneys, a pair of ureters, and a urinary bladder. Okay, so kidney is like bean shaped organs which are present at the back, at the posterior end of our abdomen. They are present at the back. Okay, so they are pair of bean shaped, and then we have ureters. Through that they have pipe, we can say a pipe like structure, tubular structure, and then which at the end terminates in the form of a, you can say, balloon, in which it is stored. It is for storage purpose, and they actually do the filtration. And what they do is, you can say, they do the absorption, not absorption, reabsorption. Kidneys filter, they produce filtrate, and that filtrate passes through ureters. If anything important is lost in, is losing in the, like in the form of kidney filtrate, it is reabsorbed, like water is reabsorbed, urea is reabsorbed. We have a urea cycle proper, that's why I use the word urea. And glucose, if it is in large amount, glucose will be reabsorbed. And in the similar way, many things are reabsorbed. Ions are reabsorbed, like HCO3 negative ion is reabsorbed. So in kidney we have nephrons, structural and functional unit of kidney. If we say that nephrons are the structural and functional unit of kidney, nephrons is like a cup shaped structure which is having a long tube. So actually nephron is divided into two parts. First one is renal capsule and second one is renal tubule. So renal capsule is the one which is capsular, like we have glomerulus, and the second one is tubular part. Glomerulus is a capillary network, cup-shaped capillary cluster, that I use the word because it is like a ball of a network of something capillaries, so through which the blood passes and it filters out right here, and there we have tube, and this tube then carries that filtrate which is produced after the filtration. And I told you here reabsorption takes place. So we can also regulate the amount of urine in our body. In plants this excretion process is very simple. Like if they have something waste, what they do is they store in their leaves that is fallen off, and in some plants in the form of raisins and gums, it is on the like bark, it is present on the bark, and in some case they lose it through the root in soil. So that's it. We have done nutrition, respiration, transportation, and excretion. This is the overview of life process chapter. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and comment. And if you like this video and you want me to continue, and so please share this video to your friends. And if there's any topic which is creating you problem, you can mention it, comment. I'll make my next video on it. And this video is on demand of my student. Khushi Jain. So I hope Khushi it helps you.